Alright, people, I am in Colorado City, Texas right now. I had a bit of a, I guess, I don't know, mess with the footage last night on my dash cam. My dash cam, as good as it is for wide views, it's not so great for tunnel view, and it's also not it's not so great for nighttime shots. So there were parts of yesterday where I think I would rather have my phone camera up, recording instead of the dash cam, because my phone has a better night view than the dash cam does, unfortunately. But I'm also the file sizes are also much larger on the phone, so but then again, you get better video quality out of it. So I might have to do some playing around on there. I probably won't post the footage of yesterday's shift. I did just post a piece of an incident I was basically able to prevent from happening yesterday, last night at the TA in Terrell, Texas. Basically, the guy would have taken off another driver's mirror. He was even going too before he did it, and he was just about to hit the other guy's mirror when I stopped him. So luckily, the guy still has a mirror on the side. The guy in the truck next to where the guy was backing in still has a mirror because of what I did there. But anyway, this load, of course, is going to Colton, California. I think today I'm guessing I will end up somewhere just inside Arizona. I don't know for sure exactly where in Arizona yet. I'm going to guess Willcox, but it could be, I don't know. It's Benson might be pushing it. I don't know if I can reach Benson. I probably could, but we'll see how it goes. So may plan on doing my 30-minute break in Anthony, Texas, right on the Texas and New Mexico border. It's about a 400-mile drive from here, but I'll probably top off I'll finish getting my last 40 gallons of fuel that I was planning to get there, and do my 30 there, because there's always parking there. So then finish running it into Arizona after that. So that's what we have on front of us today. I'm going to also play around with, maybe just record certain areas. Maybe like when I'm going through cities or something where there's more activity or stuff to look at. And then maybe like maybe like a 10-minute or so area of, around each area that I'm going. Like 5 or 10 minutes outside of each area. Just kind of show it or whatever, give some perspective. But I still want to. I'll still probably run it in a little bit higher speed mode, not like super fast speed mode, but just enough where I can have some footage in there, and then also maybe have a song or something in there mixed in with it, like I've been doing. But any feedback is always appreciated. I wouldn't mind going live, or posting all the stuff in real time, but sometimes it's a little too slow for things to progress for a lot of YouTube viewers. So that's one of the concerns I have. And if it's not an incident or something, then a lot of people don't have the attention span to sit and watch that kind of stuff for very long. So we'll see how it goes. But we'll just play around and just let me know what you think. Okay. We are ready to roll. I think I'm running about a 6 or 7 p.m. ETA into California, so I'm at Colton, so tomorrow night. So I don't think I will have time to run up to my house and do a break there first. I think I'll have to run it straight in, because my appointment time is at 5 a.m. on Sunday. At least an 8-hour sleeper birth period, if anything. shifts. And when I'm trying to change gears, it's always they tend to be rougher, just the way that fan disrupts the way my engine actually changes its speed. When the RPM drops, it drops faster, and almost like having Jake brakes on sometimes. Getting on right here at the 217 mile marker, or in that ballpark. First, if you saw the sign right there, the first exit coming up is 216. I'm getting on at the 217 exit. So just over a 3-hour drive from here to I-10, and then another not quite 3-hour drive from I-10 over to Anthony. That's the same town that I got fuel in on my last trip. Up off of US 84. Yeah, between Lubbock and Sweetwater, basically. And 37 from Big Spring.
California Edison, calling regarding your account. Once again, this is Southern California Edison, calling regarding your account. Goodbye.
That was Carol Odell I just saw. Olivia's your sister's kid, right? Yeah. real quick. I'm getting close to I-10. I'm actually at the 3 right now, so if I can, that could be one cut down. That rubber won't cut out once I'm on I-10. Anyway, you're saying that if someone fucks with my kids, yeah, you'll fuck with them. Yeah. Which one? Nathan or? You always make me laugh when you put L's in your words. Drawings.
My God, dude, hold on a second, wait a minute. Bro, look at those muscles. They should have been Wonder Woman. We found the actual Wonder Woman. She looks like God!
Hey, Winco, you got radio on? Winco, you got radio? Winco's reefer cowling is open. So he's going to probably have a problem if he tries to make a turn.
I don't understand how you can headbang like that. Like that. Oh, it's so groovy. It goes from heavy to ankle. They're going through my whole body, and I'm bobbing it all like 87 and do my own thing. But they wouldn't have to wait for the full. Here, just saying. Again, I would get along with that. That's 100% would be me, just like. That's not fair. You already have a 2-1. Turner at third, Bellinger at second, Seager at first. Soroka's 2-1 offering. He swung on and hit on the ground is short. Echeverria, Albies to Freeman, double play. Well, Soroka is living right here tonight. We'll go to the bottom of the sixth when we return to SunTrust Park. It's the Braves 3, Dodgers 2.
AM 570, LA Sports.
Get the Dodgers tickets you want today at Barry'sTickets.com. From dugout seats to reserves, Barry'sTickets.com. Do what I do when I need tickets. Go to Barry'sTickets.com and let Barry hook you up today. My boy, Barry.
It's Toyota's National Clearance Event, and it's going on right now, where you can save big with incredible cashback offers and super low leases on the last of the 2019s. There's no better time to get the Toyota that's perfect for you. So come and take advantage of amazing deals on all 24 Toyota models, like the sporty Camry, the fuel-efficient Prius, the rugged Tacoma, and the adventurous RAV4. But hurry in today. Our 2019s are going fast, and Toyota's National Clearance Event ends soon.
Buying a car is a big deal. Performance, reliability, safety, there are a lot of factors to consider. Fortunately, there's buyatoyota.com. With buyatoyota.com, you can locate a dealer, compare models, set up a test drive, and check out all current offers. It's the only official site for your Southern California Toyota dealers. So when you're looking to buy a new car, buyatoyota.com.
God damn it.
Toyota,
I hate when people do that shit.
For the Dodgers, chasing the title starts with focused minds and relentless bodies. BioFreeze provides fast-acting, powerful pain relief to cool aches and pains, so the Dodgers can feel no gimmicks. Cool the pain with BioFreeze, the official topical pain reliever of the Dodgers. Now available in all Walmart locations. Colin Cowherd.
Dynasty.
Weekdays at 9 a.m. after Dan Patrick.
Honest and says what you and I are thinking.
AM 570, LA Sports.
I hate El Paso, or at least I hate driving through here. It's always one or at least a few stupid people here just mess everything up for us.
Adam Kolarek remains on. He will face Lenny Echeverria, who started that inning-ending double play into by Edwin Rios, Matt Joyce rather, and Mike Soroka, the pitcher. Standing in with a .263 average, 8 home runs. He's driven in 30. 49 for 186. Soroka, he's had the defense behind him. He's induced 3 double play balls tonight. And one of them came with the bases loaded and 1 out in the 6th. Time run at third, the go-ahead run at second. Here's the 1-0. And Pollock way out in front of the slide. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, bases empty. A.J. Pollock, chance to swing the bat here tonight. Soroka delivers home. That's low. Trying to slider again and missed. It's 2-1. So Kolarek goes an inning and a third. No runs, no hits, no walks, no strikeouts. 2-1 pitch to Pollock inside, 3-1. John Peterson on deck. Change-ups that Soroka's thrown tonight that has not had a batter offered to him. He gets the sign from McCann. Now kicks, fires home 3-1. And this one a bullet into left center field. That's a base hit. So Pollock will turn first, and he'll settle for a long single as Acuna gets it back onto the infield surface. A pinch hit base hit for A.J. Pollock. That gets the tying run aboard and also gets Braves manager Brian Snitker out of the dugout to come get Mike Soroka had a very good outing tonight. You can win it, you cannot lose it. So, you also get a no decision if Jock Peterson cashes in here. But a pitching change. I'll tell you about the left-handed hurler Newcomb when we return to SunTrust Park. Top of the 7th, 1 on, 2 out. Braves 3, Dodgers 2.
This summer, we're saying thank you. Thank you to the traffic jams that never end. Thank you to the awkward parking spaces. And everything that gets in the way of our love for driving.
Never
As
fell.
you
Just
challenge
get
us
that
to be driving better.
one driver.
Innovations like extended traffic jam assistant and parking assistant plus. Summer starts now.
One specific driver always creates a problem here.
The ultimate driving machine.
See us at the California BMW Center today or visit SoCalBMW.com.
From the fountains of Bellagio to the iconic
Walk. My managers love that, don't they? How many times do you see a guy comes out of the bullpen, walks the first guy? That's what gives managers gray hair. It's only gray, it turns the rest of them white. Facing the left-hander, Sean Newcomb. Let's see, hits lefties a little better than righters. 267 against lefties with 9 home runs. 254 against right-handers, 20 home runs. Newcomb stretch. Now the pitch to Muncy. Strike call. Started him off with a high slider.
Seriously?
Hawk at second, Garlick at first. Opportunity at the top of the 7th to try to tie this ball again. 0-1. And Matt swings again at a slider. And it's 0-2.
The fuck was the point of that?
0-2 to Muncy. Newcomb's been settling on that high slider. Max Muncy looking for contact. Newcomb checks the runners, kicks, comes home, and Muncy takes low. And a slider from Newcomb that time. McCann changed up the location on him, called for it low and outside. It ended up low and out of the strike zone. Give Muncy a pitch that he could get right there as soon as we go fishing. To Muncy. 2 on, 2 out. Dodgers down a run. Newcomb set, kicks, fires. And Muncy hits one up in the air, foul third base side. Fastball at 97. So you see, the slider and the fastball have a lot of separation in terms of speed. Max was ready for that 97-mile-an-hour here. Spoiled it. Haven't seen a fastball from Newcomb yet. All sliders. And Newcomb with a 1-2 count trying to sneak that one by him. The 1-2. And Max hits one high and deep to right center field. Mad Max, the road warrior, gets it done. A 3-run homer for Max Muncy.
Yeah!
Dodgers lead it 5-3. Home run number 30 for Muncy, and his 19th on the road. Boy, he absolutely hammered it deep to right center. A majestic shot. And the Dodgers flip the script on the Braves.
And Newcomb tried to go up with yet another slider that was elevated. It was a hanger, and Muncy hung it out into right center field bleachers. Well, with that trip around the diamond, another home run for the Dodgers, and you can visit again any one of the Daniels Jewelers locations. Mention home run and get one free team bracelet to show support for the Dodgers. Daniel Jewelers have been making diamond dreams come true since 1948.
Justin Turner swings and drives one deep to center. It's gone! Back-to-back home run!
Yeah!
Justin Turner has knocked it out of the yard for his 22nd of the year. It is 6-3. How do you like that? On the very next pitch, Justin Turner goes yard, and the Dodgers have doubled up the Braves.
3 more home runs. The Dodgers have hit now 13 in the last 4 games. They've hit 17 in the last 5 games. And they're going to be busy again at Daniel's Jewelers. Because of that trip around the diamond, visit any one of the locations. Mention home run. They get 1 free team bracelet to show support for the Dodgers. Daniel's Jewelers. Well, they've been busy. They've been making diamond dreams come true since 1948.
Cody Bellinger homered earlier in the ball game, takes a slider for a strike here. Well, the Dodger bats explode in the 7th. Back-to-back home runs for the 14th time this year. The 0-1 is sliced down the left field side, and it will slice out of play.
Mentioned that Muncy has a higher batting average against lefties than righties. And the fact that he just hung in there. After he fouled off a slider that was elevated. The count was 1-2, and then got a hanging slider and just crushed it.
Bellinger fights off the next pitch. Foul, still 0-2.
Come on, quit texting and driving.
Look, the first home run in the last 5 games.
Ties a major league record. Bellinger chases a pitch and strikes out. But the Dodgers strike for 4. Max Muncy, a 3-run shot. Justin Turner, a follow-up home run. 21 home runs over the last 5 games and ties a major league record for a 5-game span. The Yankees did it this month. And they also did it last May of 2018. The Reds did it September of 1999, and the Red Sox in June of 1977. All these flares went foul down the right field side. They'll make the seats. Long strike, and it's 1-2. You look at single-season home run totals. Of course, the Dodgers lead the National League in home runs. 3rd in baseball behind the Twins and the Yankees. Last year, they had 235 home runs total. Great regular season of 2017, 221.
No, you're not speeding.
2 pitches high, count as 0. Right now, in 2019, they rank 3rd. And there's still 38 games to go after tonight. Dodgers with 215 home runs as a team. Climbing the list, they should catch the 2017 team. Maybe even 18, last year's team. Always takes outside the low. Count is full. The last one just fell in a little bit low. 6 runs on 9 hits for the Dodgers, 3 runs, 5 hits for the Braves. Now he's asked for timeout. Struck out last time, but he's 0 for 2 with a walk tonight. Braves switch hitting second baseman. 1 out, bases empty, stretched by Julio Urias, and the 3-2. Swung out and fouled off of Will Smith. Just a correction on the numbers for this year. A little ahead of myself, but 214 homers. But it's just a matter of time before I am right. 250.
Alright.
Maybe a matter of
Getting off the freeway here in Anthony. You gotta get fuel and do a 30-minute break here. Still got about an hour and 48 left on my 8-hour clock though, so
that is down the middle but low.
I can actually get a pretty good distance.
Bottom of the strike zone, called the ball by DJ Ray.
I can actually get a pretty good distance into New Mexico if I wanted to.
The problem was he lost it after going
practically, yeah, I could possibly even make it into Deming, but I'm gonna get fuel here anyway, and I have a better chance of finding parking here as well.
Raymond's in is 0 for 3. 2 strikeouts and a fly out to right. So you're playing up the middle. Freeman readies himself. Base Julio Urias left on left matchup. Julio looks at first to the pitch home, and a swing and a miss by Freeman. Freeman, born in Fountain Valley. Turn 30 until next month, and he's got 782 career RBIs. Swing and a miss. And the next offering, a 96-mile-an-hour fastball from Urias. Well, he's got some snap to that fastball going tonight.
and just react to it like it's getting on them a little bit more rapidly than what they had anticipated.
No ball, 2-strike pitch to Freddie Freeman. And it swung out and hit down the left field side. Slicing foul. It'll make the second down. Still 0-2 on Freeman.
Freeman will do that a lot, especially against a left-handed pitcher. And the Dodgers still have the shift applied to the right side of the infield. And it's not a deep shift. I'm not talking about Turner, who's gone from third base, and he's between the first baseman and second baseman. But he's on the dirt. He's not on the outfield grass.
He's leading at first, 1 out. Stretched by Julio, peeks over at first, high leg kick and a pitch. Tried for the outside corner or the chase. Didn't get either. It's 1-2. Braves had a big night last night in terms of home runs. They hit 6 in a loss to the Mets. Throw to first, and backstanding is Albies. So combined last night, the Dodgers in the afternoon and the Braves last night, they hit 10.
I don't know who went into the record books. I'd be interested to know how many times a team that hit 6 home runs would wind up being the loser of the game.
6 hours driven.
Probably not very often. Maybe once last night. Who knows? Might have been a first. Freeman swings. It's a...
Let's go get parked and start our break. This damn clutch brake to kick in. There we go. Over here on this back road like I usually do. I see it's 8 o'clock at night here, and look how many spots are open. There's a ton of spots available here. That's what I love about coming here. Never have to worry about whether I'm gonna find a spot here. My tandem's a little further, a little deeper into the. I'm looking over at my tandems now. I'm going to watch for them to get over, right over the front of the spot I'm going for, which is right across from this guy here. And it's pretty much a straight shot right back into the back of the hole. I've driven a little over 400 miles, 409, actually almost 410. So pretty productive first half of the shift. Didn't stop for anything at all. So pretty good number of miles non-stop. Can actually do about a little over about 500-ish without stopping. If all goes well, but I don't really need to do that. It's a good spot to stop for my break, and I know I don't have to worry about whether I can find a place to park, as you see, and it's quiet here, so yeah, good place. So, all right, she'll return. While I'm here, I might as well just get a shot of the sunset. Pretty nice looking sky out here. Hang on here. I was looking south right there. Beautiful. Love that look. Alright, the end of my 30-minute break here now. I actually still have almost 5 hours to go on my my drive clock. So since I'm right on the New Mexico Texas border right now, and 5 hours I can probably cover a good 300 miles. So that could actually, I could actually even run more than 300 in all likelihood. But yeah, that could actually get me into the Tucson area. Don't know if I'll actually get all the way into Tucson, but it sounds more likely that I'll at least try to stop in Benson. Now we'll see how things go, but yeah, at the very least, though, I know I can get a pretty good, at least a good 90, 100 miles into Tucson before I even think of, have to worry about, where to stop. And I'll probably still have time left over. Like I say, Benson is at around the 300 mile marker. Tucson is around the 250 to 260-ish. So, and I know I can make Tucson with what I have here. So, actually wouldn't mind being able to get all the way up into Eloy, or almost into Casa Grande, but I don't think that's going to happen. So, we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I'll keep watching. Alright, let's try to run a comparison now of how the night view looks between the phone and the dash cam. Bumps in the lot make it hard for me to save my spot on my dash cam, so I know what where on the data to look for later. It's going to be a very, very productive 24-hour period this particular day. As I stopped for my break with about 688 miles driven. This particular calendar day. And of course took the 10-hour break and got moving right away, and it's looking like I'll end up with over 800 by the time midnight comes. It's not the easiest turn for trucks to make right there. If I had my tandems all the way back, that turn would be a bigger problem there, and I'd have to borrow the next lane over to have any real good chance to make it without hitting anything, or without running over the curb at least, or whatever. Alright, see what happens with the way station up this way. Thank you for slowing down. Coming up pretty fast there in my lane here, but yeah, he checked up to let me in. I don't know if it was this Mustang or somebody else, but 15 miles away before we get into the Las Cruces area. Then once we get over the hill on the west end of Las Cruces, it'll be pretty flat and rural stretch most of the way in. We're going to find that the camera has a much better nighttime view than the dash cam does. So I'll have to keep that in mind for, see how it looks actually on my TV and all that. Large display, like because I got 30 some odd inch TV in the back, and I hook it up to my tablet so I can watch Netflix or Amazon Prime movies or shows, whatever, or Hulu or YouTube, all that kind of stuff, even or Facebook Live or or Facebook Watch stuff. Watch all that right on the TV, and it's a much bigger view, and with the higher resolution that I get out of this phone, it's it produces a pretty good quality video on there. So I might need to turn off the stability thing. Trucks follow in cab signals. Let's see what we got here. I see a green light up that way, so it might be open. Well, I know it's the lane light at the way station itself. It should be the way in motion sensor coming up right here. Yeah. And the next pole coming up will be the thing that tells me whether I need to go in or not. Coming right here. Alright, I got a green light. I can bypass the way station. I'm gonna press on now. At my both the phone and the dash cam. Well, dash cam, I have a crosshair pointer right in the middle of it to show where I'm actually pointing the camera at. So it kind of disrupts what I can actually see as far as how much light projects across along the lane in front of me, but it definitely looks darker, at least on the built-in display on the camera, than it does on my phone. My phone, it just looks like it's very well lit. Can't wait to run a comparison and have you guys see just how much different the view is. Having my phone come in and the display turned off when I'm driving at night, because same with my phone too. The display. That's why another reason why I don't like to run GPS. one, I drive at night a lot of times, and the brightness, the bright backlighting, whatever, coming from electronic devices, whatever, tend to strain my eyes and make me a little more tired. If he was going to create a problem for me in a minute here. I could tell I was gaining on both this guy here and on the Honda in front of him, but I thought I might have to work my way over to the number 1 lane to get around them, but he just made it easy for me. Or she, whoever it is. It's not even a Honda, it's a Chevy Malibu. Huh. Further back, the light pattern looked more like a Honda Accord or Civic kind of light pattern. Shutting down here at Willcox. I've already driven over 600 miles now. Just under 620 right now to be exact. And I can tell I'm getting I'm going to call it early to not quite mid stage fatigue symptoms. So stop here in Willcox. It's only it's 500 and change whatever to get from Willcox to Colton, so it'll be like a relatively shorter shift than tomorrow, at least compared to today and yesterday, or last night I should say. So perfectly reasonable to stop in Willcox, especially when I know when I've already checked Checker Path, and it suggests that there's plenty of parking still available there right now. always an indication that there's a TA there. trucks parking right there in front of me. Makes me think the lot's full. This one right here, no. Or is it? hit the guy on my left. Good. Alright guys, I'm shut down at the TA in Willcox, Arizona. Have, like I was saying, 500 plus miles left to get from here to Colton. I can't, I need a 10-hour break between here and there at some point anyway, and there's no way I can get anywhere near there tonight. So since I was feeling the, like I was saying, early to middle stages of fatigue symptoms, like right now is a good time to go ahead and stop. For those of you who aren't really familiar, there are different stages of fatigue symptoms. Everybody has their own different symptoms. Mine personally, I usually start with a little bit of blurry vision when I'm, or like trouble focusing, if I might call it anything. At times when I should be clear-headed. They'll come every few minutes, whatever, and then it can progress to where I start losing the peripheral vision for a more extended time, or at least focus on the peripheral, not so much focus on the peripheral, and also start to yawn a little more. When I start to yawn a little more often, it's within every few minutes, or at least every minute, whatever you want to call it. That's when it's definitely a good sign that it's starting to get tired. So, or there's a point where you need to get off the road. Also, how alert do I feel? Like how quickly do I think I can notice things like a deer or a coyote or something on the road, or someone else, another driver? Like, how often am I missing traffic coming up behind me when I should already know about them coming? Because I get so, just kind of in a little zone or whatever. Those are all signs of being fatigued, and none of them are good for driving. So, I'm just, like I said, just be safe, get off the road. I need to break anyway, so if I'm going to go ahead and, I feel like I could use a nap, I might as well just take a whole 10-hour break while I'm here. So, alright, anyway, that's all for now. Tomorrow, obviously, it'll be all during the daytime, so, I think I'm running about a 6 p.m. ETA to Colton, or somewhere in that ballpark, so, the whole entire shift will be during the daytime. Might be, better footage to show. Because as you see, nighttime there's not really a lot to see a lot of times. Not as much traffic, and you can't see the what's going on in the background. Nothing really for scenery going on there, unless there's some kind of incidents worth showing. So that's one of the downfalls of posting my activities when I drive at night. In fact, there's just not really much worth seeing on most nights. It's, of course, real early in the morning, it's more often I might run into, come across accidents that are probably fatigue or distracted driving related, usually fatigue related, which does happen. Or, just really any given day, you could see nothing at all, or you could see several incidents along the way. Today, thankfully, didn't see anything at all, so it was a good day. So hopefully tomorrow will be the same. All right, that's all I have for now. Thanks for watching.